Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into a hot topic that's been getting a lot of attention lately, and that is seed oils. Now, I don't know about you, but all I hear are very basic blanketed statements about them like seed oils are bad for you, they cause inflammation. So I wanted to make a quick video that will hopefully simplify this topic for you. Hey, I'm Dr. Jason Barker, and one of my clinical specialties over the last 22 years has been working with athletes to improve performance. So as an athlete myself, I've always been interested in what makes us all go faster, have better performance, recover quicker, avoid injuries, etc., etc. So this channel is a fun way for me to get some of this info out there. Okay, so what exactly are seed oils? First off, the term seed oil also includes oils from plants other than seeds like corn and soybean. Otherwise, they're often extracted from seeds like sunflower, cottonseed, safflower, canola, and others. They're commonly used in cooking oils from the grocery store. Many times these are referred to as vegetable oil. They're used in restaurants and also in many highly processed packaged foods, of course. Seed oils are high in a type of fat known as polyunsaturated fatty acid, or PUFA for short. Specifically, these are omega-6 fatty acids. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Omega-6s are essential fats, meaning our bodies need them, but only in the right amounts. They're important for neurological health, hormone production, skin and hair health, and a healthy inflammatory response. Yes, some inflammation is actually a good thing in a measured amount. But the problem is many of us are getting way too much omega-6 from seed oils and not enough omega-3s, which are the other type of essential fat found in things like fish, flax seeds, and walnuts, as an example. The ideal ratio of omega-6 to omega-3s is thought to be anywhere from 1:1 to 4:1. But thanks to our modern diets, which are loaded with seed oils, the average person's ratio is more like 20:1 or even a lot higher than that. Now, this imbalance is thought to contribute to inflammation in the body, which is linked to various health issues like heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis. All these conditions have one thing in common, and that is inflammation. Now, there are a lot of things that can cause inflammation. Stuff like chronic stress, environmental toxins, excess alcohol, sleep deprivation, lack of physical activity, chronic infections, obesity, and of course, a diet rich in processed foods, sugar, simple carbs, and too many omega-6 fats. So let's talk about some of the concerns with these seed oils. First, there's the issue of inflammation. As I mentioned, too much omega-6 can contribute to chronic inflammation, which is a major risk factor for so many chronic diseases. So here's how omega-6s create inflammation. When omega-6 fatty acids enter the body, they can be converted into molecules called eicosanoids. Some eicosanoids are anti-inflammatory, but the ones made from omega-6s are typically pro-inflammatory. This is particularly true for a type of omega-6 known as arachidonic acid. Now, arachidonic acid is broken down by enzymes in the body into compounds like prostaglandins and leukotrienes, which are responsible for creating inflammation, pain, and even fever when you're sick or injured. Remember, inflammation isn't all bad. It's part of your body's immune response to fight off infections and heal injuries. But chronic inflammation, the kind that sticks around when it's not needed, is linked to a lot of serious health issues. Here's where the balance comes in. Omega-6s and omega-3s actually compete for the same enzymes in your body to be converted into those eicosanoids. While omega-6s tend to promote inflammation, omega-3s produce anti-inflammatory compounds. In a balanced diet, both omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids work together to regulate your body's inflammatory response. But in today's world, our diets have shifted, of course. Processed foods, fast foods, and seed oils are loaded with those omega-6s. What's the result? A much higher intake of omega-6 compared to those omega-3s. Some estimates suggest that the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 in the modern diet can be as high as 20:1 or even 50:1, whereas a more balanced ratio might be closer to 4:1 or even less. So why is this even a big deal? Well, when you have way more omega-6 than omega-3, your body keeps producing those pro-inflammatory compounds. It's like having a faucet dripping inflammation in your body all the time. Over time, that chronic low-grade inflammation can contribute to numerous conditions that have inflammation at their root, like heart disease, obesity, and even mental health disorders like depression, among others. Another concern is that seed oils are unstable at high temperatures. So when you cook with them, especially at high heat, they can oxidize. This means they break down and produce other harmful compounds like trans fats and aldehydes. These also have been linked to their own set of negative health effects. Lastly, many seed oils are highly processed. The process of extracting, bleaching, and deodorizing these oils can strip away beneficial nutrients and potentially introduce harmful chemicals into your body. So how do you fix this? It's all about balance. You can't eliminate omega-6s entirely. Remember, they're essential for our health, and they're also found in animal proteins, nuts, and avocados, as an example, just to name a few food sources. Instead, focus on reducing your intake of foods that are overly rich in them. This means cutting back on processed foods and those oils like soybean, corn, sunflower, vegetable oil, etc. Now, when it comes to cooking, opt for more stable fats like olive oil, coconut oil, or even butter or ghee, especially when you're cooking at high temperatures. And just as importantly, increase your intake of omega-3s. You can do this by eating more fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts are also great plant-based sources of omega-3s. Additionally, I highly recommend that you supplement with a good omega-3 fish oil. It'll help buffer the excess omega-6 intake, and they have so many beneficial effects, including the fact that they're highly anti-inflammatory, so much so that I recommend basically everyone take an omega-3 supplement. So to wrap it up, seed oils aren't necessarily the enemy, but it's the imbalance with omega-3s that can lead to inflammation and chronic health issues. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Keep an eye on your omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. Choose your cooking oils wisely and consider taking an omega-3 supplement. By the way, there's a blood test you can order that will look at your levels of omega-3 and omega-6 fats. I run this one on myself about twice a year to keep an eye on my levels of omega-6 and omega-3 and that important ratio of the two to make sure that my levels reflect my diet. It's a great idea to test and see your actual numbers rather than just guessing. I'll put a link down below to where you can get that test ordered in the description. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more content on nutrition and how it affects your performance and well-being. Also, please share your thoughts in the comments down below. Have you reduced seed oils in your diet and found some benefit from it? Also, have you ever tested your omega-3 and omega-6 levels? I'm curious to know. Let us all know because we all learn from the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.